Hello students, good morning. Today in this session of class, I am going to continue the same thing what you have discussed in the last two previous videos. There we have discussed about mathematical tools. There the first thing we have discussed about quadratic equations. After that we have discussed about the binomial theorem and after that trigonometric ratios. Today, in this session of class, I am going to discuss about logarithms. See, logarithms can play vital role in calculation point of view. See, while doing the complicated multiplications and divisions in the earlier stages, the people were used to only logarithms. Nowadays, in modern life, the people were used to use the calculators for simplification. So whatever the calculators will do for multiplication and division, so the same function has been done by the logarithms. See, logarithms is a mathematical tools. It is our convenience to use to simplify or use to make the simplification in multiplication and division. See here in logarithms the basic rule states that suppose if there is a number like this, if b is greater than 0, b is a number which must be greater than 0, but this b is not equal to 1. B must be greater than 0, but b is not equal to 1. Then we can write the logarithmic value like this. So log base b to the power of n is equal to, it means log n base b is equal to some value, we can say p. So which implies it can be written as, so this can also be written as b to the power of p is equal to n. It means, for example, if I consider, the value of 10 square. What is the value of 10 square? It is 100. In logarithmic language, this 10 square is equal to 100 can be written as log log 100 see here, log 100 to the base 10 can be written as 2. See, in place of 100 it is p, isn't it? So it can be written as 2 here. So like this, if I consider 2 cube is nothing but 8. In logarithmic language it can be written as log 8 to the base 2 is equal to 3. So in general it can be written as 10 square is equal to 100 means log 100 base 10 is equal to 2. You got an idea? So this is how one can convert from logarithmic to the natural number. Okay. So this logarithm can helps to simplify multiplication and division. So for that purpose, we are going to use three basic rules related to logarithms. The first rule is log of m into n to the base e, which is equal to log m plus log n. If there is a multiplication, if you split for this one, for the logarithms, it should be addition. The second formula, log m by n, division rule, this one, to the base e, which is equal to log m, here it is minus log n. And one more formula, log of m to the power of n to the base e can be written as, this power will comes out n into log m to the base e. If there is a base e, such a type of logarithms are said to be natural logarithms. Usually for calculation purpose, in the whatever the table we are using to simplify any complicated simplification, we are using the base 10. It is common logarithms. There are two types of logarithmic values. First one is natural logarithm if the base is e. If the base is 10, we can write it is a common logarithms. Here also common logarithms. If it is here, it is common logarithms. Clear now? So these three formulas you have to remember. It will help for simplification. If there is a multiplication, there should be addition formula after applying logarithmic value. If there is a division, one should apply a subtraction formula here. If it is a multiplication, here we will get plus. If it is division, we are getting minus here. You got an idea? So these logarithmic values can help to simplify any complicated problem, as I told. Now, for our physics, you have to remember how to write the logarithmic number for any given value. So logarithmic values can be written. For example, I will consider a number like this to understand this. Log of, I will consider a general number here, 7231. This is a number. For this number, if I want to write the logarithmic value for this number, I want to write a logarithmic value of 2731 to the base 10. I want to write how much the logarithmic value for this. Okay, to write this logarithmic value, you have to remember two rules here. The first one is, while writing the logarithmic value for any number, first we have to write the characteristics value for that number. Later on, we have to write the mantissa. First one, we have to write characteristic. This is the first part. And in the second part, we need to write mantissa. So I will explain how to write characteristic and how to write mantissa for any number. Say this is what the example I have taken, 7231. Any number you can take. I was taken 4 digits number. So next number I want to take the same value, 723.1. Now how many digits here before decimal? Here if there is no decimal means it is understood. Here there is a decimal. How many digits here before decimal? 4 digits. Here how many digits before decimal? 3 digits. Same thing I will write, 72.31. So this is what the decimal position. How many numbers, how many digits before decimal? 2 digits. Now 7.231. I am writing the same numbers, but the position of the decimal is shifting 1 digits in every step. Now I want to write 7. I want to write the decimal here. Simply we cannot say 0.7. We can write 0.7231. I will change one more position here, 0.07231, 0.007231. So these are all the some example numbers I was taken. See, while writing characteristic, you have to follow certain rules here. So the characteristic is a number. Just by observing the values, one can write the characteristic. Here the rule is, first you decide whether the number is positive or negative. See here, if you consider positive or negative, you can take this symbol now, plus and minus. Here we are not taking any plus and minus. In logarithmic language, the positive number means if the number is greater than 1. If the number is greater than 1, such a number is said to be positive number. If the number is less than 1, such a number is said to be negative number in logarithmic language, isn't it? So now see, whatever the line I was written here, above this line all numbers are greater than 1. Here 7.2 means greater than 1, 72 is greater than 1, 723.1 is greater than 1, but here 0.732 is less than 1. According to the logarithmic language, if the number is less than 1, we can say it is a negative number. If the number is greater than 1, we can say it is a positive number. Here you can remember the rule. So while writing the characteristic of any number, logarithmic value, first we have to write the characteristic. For that, the rule should be count the number of digits before decimal. count the number of digits. Number of digits before decimal. So how many number of digits before decimal? Here is the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers. And you can subtract it by 1 minus 1. So number of digits before decimal minus 1. So here how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So what is the characteristic value for this one? It is 3 point. Clear now? So 3 point is the characteristic value for this number. Now here what is the characteristic value for this number? It should be, count the number of digits before decimal. Decimal is here. Number of digits is 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 point is the characteristic value. Same thing here also. How many digits before decimal? 2. 2 minus 1? 1. 1 point is the characteristic. Here it is. How many number of digits before decimal? Only 1. 1 minus 1? 0. 0 is the characteristic. Now we got an idea. If the number is greater than 0, count the number of digits before decimal and subtract it by 1. So that number will give the characteristic of that number. The second point is, if the number is less than 1, it means in the logarithmic language, if it is negative number, so rule will changes. You count the number of zeros after decimal. So these are all the decimal points. You count the number of these zeros after decimal till to the number is not equal to 0. See how many zeros here after decimal, between decimal and the number? There is no zeros. Okay. Here how many zeros? Only 1 zeros. Even how many zeros between these two numbers? 2 zeros. So for that you can add number 1. Okay. So how many zeros here? No zeros. You can add plus 1 means 1. 1 here it is minus. That minus can be represented as bar. In logarithmic language, this minus is written here. That's why it is named as bar. 1 bar point. So what is the characteristic value for this number? 0.7231. It is 1 bar. So rule should be, count the number of zeros and add 1 to that. How many number of zeros between 0 and the real number here? Only 1. No? So 1 plus 1, 2. 2 bar. How many number of zeros here? Don't count this 0. Or if there is zeros between here, don't count that 0 also. You can count the number of zeros after decimal before the non-zero digit. So it will become, how many characteristic here? 3 bar. So first of all, you must know the rule here to write the characteristic for positive number and negative number in logarithmic language. So after writing the characteristic, to complete this logarithmic value, you need to write the mantissa. So mantissa, to write the second part of the logarithmic number, so we need to use this class table, right? So this is the class table which can help to write the logarithmic values. I hope you are all already brought this book, this type of book. In that you should open logarithms. You should open logarithms here. This is what the logarithmic tables. In this table, see logarithms. These are all logarithms. This is what first column. This is what first row. See in first row, it should start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. And then it is mean difference. In first column, it should start from 10. The first number is 10, 10, 11, 12, 13 like this. Up to the last number is 99. So this is first row and this is first column. So if you want to write the mantissa, this table is essential. It is already pre-calculated for log base 10. For log base 10, it is already pre-calculated. If there is a log base E, if I want to consider log base E to log base 10, we have to multiply 2.303. 2.303. So it will become log base 10. It is the calculation value. While converting the natural logarithms to common logarithms, one should multiply it by this number. It's a constant value 2.303. So already this number is multiplied to natural number and all values are already calculated. So while writing Mantessa, so this is the second part of the logarithmic number. So while writing Mantessa, you can take only 4 digits, whether it may be decimal or not. You, irrespective of decimal, you can take first 4 digits. Here already taken, I have only 4 digits. If there is 10 digits, so no need to consider all the 10 digits. You can consider the first 4 digits. Here the 4 digits are 7231. See, in the 7231, so the first 2 numbers here, this is the first 2 numbers, 72. That first 2 number should be seen in the first column. That number you have to search in the first column. This is what the first column. In the first column, you have to search that 72. Here, this is what the 72 position. We are getting 72 somewhere here. 72. So, corresponding 72. After that, there is a number. This is the third position of the number. This number should be seen in the first row. See, this is what first row now. This is what first row. So first row we want which number? Here according to that number 3. So you have to come for 3 and the corresponding 72 here. 72 and the 3 will meet here 8591. We are getting a number 8591 there. 4 digits number. 72 corresponding 3 is, this one is 8591. You have to write that number. So there is one more number. This number has to be seen in mean difference. So how many here? It is only 1. See, in the mean difference, in the same row, see here 72 row, come to the mean difference. Mean difference 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9 is there. Corresponding 1 you can see. What is the mean difference value here? 1. So that number 1 has to be added to this. Mean difference 1 is added to this number. It will become 1 plus 1, 2, 9, 5, 8. Now we get it. So what is the Mantessa for this number? It is 8592. 8592. So this is the logarithmic value of 7231. So if I take the logarithmic value of 7231, 7231, what is the logarithmic value? First we have to write the characteristic, that is 3 point. Later on we have to write the Mantessa. It is 8592. So what is the logarithmic value of 7231? It is 3.8592. So like this one can write the logarithmic value. Similarly, if I want to write the logarithmic value of the next number, it is 7231. But the digits are same now. It is irrespective of the decimal, you have to consider the first 4 digits. 7231. Don't consider this point. This point is considered only for while writing the characteristic. So already we have written characteristic. What is the characteristic for 723.1? It is 2 point. So while writing Mantessa, so Mantessa means we have to see for 72 in this table. Already I have shown 72 in the first row. See here, once again I want to show it. 72 in the first row, corresponding 3 in the first column. It is 8591 and the mean difference is 1. So 8591 plus 1 is 8592. So what is the value of that? 8592 only. So it means for all values you will get the same Mantessa because the digits are same. See here 8592 only because we are ignoring this decimal point. Here also 8592 only. Here is also these values are ignored. Here see, while writing the Mantessa for this number also we are ignoring this position. So just you count 7231. So 7231 means you can follow the same procedure while writing the Mantessa. You get same thing. So 8592 only. It is 8592. 92 only. It is 8592 only. Clear now? So this is how one can write the logarithmic value of any number. Clear now? So while writing logarithmic value of any number, first you have to write the characteristic. This is the first part. And later on you have to write the mantissa. So while writing mantissa, this book is essential. It's already pre-calculated values for log base 10. Clear now? I will take one more example. So if I want to write the logarithmic value of 79. So 79 means, say how many digits are here? Only 2 digits. What is the rule to apply here? Count the number of digits before decimal. It means how many digits? 2 digits. You can subtract it by 1. It means 1 point. Then you take the 79 in the first column of this book while writing mantissa. So you can open logarithms in the table. You can search for 79 logarithms. This is what the logarithms. You can go for 79 in this first column. Here was 79. It means there is no values after 79 means it is understood. 79.000 you can write. That's why we can count this as 10. 0 in the next value. So corresponding 0 you have to search. 79 corresponding 0 value is 8976. 8976. So this is how we can write the logarithmic value of 79 as 1.8976. Clear now? So first we have to learn how to write the logarithmic value of any number. That is very important. See, once you take the logarithmic value, and compulsory you should understand how to come out from the logarithmic value. See, logarithm is just a tool. It is acts like a calculator. It is make some conversion here. So after converting that, we have to come for original numbers. No, for that we have to apply anti-logarithms. So this is the next page. There they have mentioned anti-logarithms. So it's already converted value. So how to take the anti-logarithmic value? So for this number also one can write the anti-logarithms. So anti-logarithms is applied only those numbers they already logarithmic values are taken. If the logarithmic values are taken, so for that logarithmic values only one can use the anti-logarithms to come out from the logarithmic function. We will get the original number. So for that reason, so if I want to get this original number, so 3.8592. So that number we have to search it here. So for this 3.592, if I want to come out, if I want to get this number, so for this we have to take anti-logarithms. So anti-log of 3.8592 we have to search. So how to take the anti-log? See here, we have to come for this table first. So in this table, so this after this decimal there is 4 numbers now. So in that 4 numbers, the first 2 numbers here, this is the first 2 numbers. We are ignoring this mantissa. We are ignoring this characteristic. We can go for only mantissa here. So this is the first 2 digits. In that first 2 digits starts with 0.85 now. See, all values here in the anti-logarithm starts with point only. 0.00, 0.01, 0.02, 0.03 in the first column. See, in the first row 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9, there is a mean difference. Here, so this number we have to search in the first column, that is 0.85 in the first column. Here we have to search in the first column 0.85. This is 0.85. Clear now? This is 0.85. So this is in first column. So now the next number is in first row. So where is first row here? 0.85. This is first row. How much we have to go for? 9. So for 9, this is the 9th position in the first row. See here, first row 9, 0.85 here. This is the corresponding number 7228. 228. So we have to take one more number here, that is last digit, fourth digit, that should be in mean difference. So what is the mean difference value here? 2. So the 2 corresponding number you have to add that. So here it is the 2. So corresponding 2 means second row, second column here, 0.85, it is 3. That 3 has to be added to this number. You have to add 3 for this number. Okay. So 3. So I want to show that once again. 0.85 corresponding ninth column here, 7228. The mean difference is 2. That's why it is in the second. 3. If I add these two, 8 plus 3, 11. 1 carry. 2 plus 1, 3. 2, 7. See, we are getting the same number now. 7231. 7231. Got it? So, and one more important thing. So, if you write simply 7231, it is not sufficient because we have to remove this characteristic also. How to remove this characteristic? We have to apply anti-rule for this one. See, number of digits before decimal plus 1 we have made. Here we have to make number of digits plus 1. Minus 1 will become plus 1 here. How many number of digits here before decimal? 3. The meaning of this one is 3. So while placing decimal here, we have to take 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 means 4. After 4 digits, you have to place a decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have to place a decimal. Suppose if the characteristic is 2, we are getting same Mann-Tessa value in the anti-logarithms. So you are getting 7231 only. What is the characteristic here? Here it is 2. So which position you have to place the decimal? You have to add this 2 for characteristic 2 for 1 because already we have made, while writing characteristic we have made minus 1. While placing the decimal point in the anti-logarithms, we have to add 1. So 2 plus 1, 3. So the third position is 1, 2, 3. You have to place the decimal. Here it is 1 means we have to add 1 characteristic value. So we have to place the decimal here. So 0 means we have to place the decimal here. 1 bar means, so if it is a bar, so then what is the condition for that? So while taking characteristic, we have added the number of zeros after decimal plus 1. Here, while placing this 1 bar, if I want to remove 1 bar means we have to subtract by 1 bar by 1, it will become 0. It means without placing any 0, we have to place the decimal. 2 bar means, so 2 bar means 2 minus 1. You already taken 1 plus 1. Here we have to take minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it means we have to keep 1 0. After the 1 0, we have to place the decimal here. So decimal, after decimal you have to place 1 0. It means 3 bar means after decimal you have to place 2 zeros. So that's how one can come out from the logarithmic function. See, if you take the logarithmic value, this is what the logarithmic value. If you want to come out from the logarithmic value, you can go for anti-logarithms. I hope you understood how to take the logarithmic and anti-logarithmic value. In the next video, I am going to show how to solve the actual problem. See here. Suppose if there is a problem like this, 792, I will take this one only, 7231 divided by 72.31. If I do in calculation by using calculator, we are getting certain value. So if I do the calculation for this one, we'll get, so later on I will use that. So before that I will take the logarithmic function. Suppose if I want to solve this problem, see there is a division here. What is the value? If it is x, what is the value of x? To find the value of x, take log on both sides. Log x is equal to log of 7231 whole divided by 72.31. Clear now? The logarithmic rule says that if there is a division, you have to take the subtract value. So it means log of, you can take log m by n can be written as log m minus log n if there is a division. Here it is a division of two numbers. So it can be written as 7231 minus log 72.31. So it means we have to write the logarithmic value for 7231 first. So you already know that. What is the logarithmic value of 7231? It is 3.8592 minus. What is the logarithmic value of 72.31? 72.31 is 1.8592. 1.8592. So you have to subtract these two numbers, you will get log x. So then what is the value of log x? Log x is equal to, if I subtract these two, it is same numbers, no? 0, 2 minus 2, 0, 9 minus 9 is 0, 5 minus 5 is 0, 8 minus 8 0, 3 minus 1 is 2. So then what is the log x value we are getting? Log x is equal to 2.0000. Then x is equal to what? Anti-log of 2.00000. So then how to take the anti-log? Here we can go for this. So what is this value? Anti-logarithms. I want to take that anti-logarithms value. See here, anti-logarithmic value. So 0.000 I have to take. See, 0.00 means, so see anti-logarithms, 0.00, 0 corresponding is 1000. It means 1000. Now, where to place the decimal? Here it is 2 in this characteristic. So 2 means you have to add by 1. If you are adding by 1 means 2 plus 1, 3. It means after 3 positions of this number, we have to place a decimal. 1, 2, 3. See here, 7231 divided by 72.31, 100% will get 100. So this is how one can use the logarithms to calculate or to simplify the division or the multiplication. Here I have taken the example for division. You can go for the multiplication also. If you want to multiply these two numbers, if I take an example here, if x is equal to 5 into 3, you know 5 into 3 is 15. In logarithmic language, how to solve this 5 into 3? So take log on both sides. Log x is equal to log 5 into 3. You take the multiplication. How to simplify multiplication? There is a formula. Log m into n can be written as log m plus log n. It is m and this is n. It can be written as log 5 plus log 3. So we have to write the logarithmic number for 5 and logarithmic number for 3. So first we have to write the characteristic. It is only one number, 1 minus 1. Here the rule is applied, it is a positive number. So 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 is a characteristic, 0.5. So we have to take the logarithmic value of 5. 5 means you have to make it for 4 numbers. So 5.000 like this you can write. So the first number should be 50. 50 0 you have to see. 50 0 in the logarithmic value. So 50 0 is 6990. 6990 plus logarithmic value of 3 means characteristic is only one number. One number minus one digit means 1, it is 0. 0 characteristic. 30 0. 3 can be written as 3.00. So the first two digits are 30. So 30 0 I have to see. 30 0 means 4771. 4771. Then if you are adding these two numbers, we will get while adding these two, so we can take 0.6990, 0.4771, 0 plus 1 is 1, 9 plus 7 is 16, 1 carry, 10, 17, 1 carry, 10, 11, 1 carry, 1. So its value is 1.1761. So how to come out from the actual value? If log x is equal to this one, then x is equal to anti-log of 1.1761 you have to take. So for anti-log you have to see for 0.17, it is 0.17 for the first row and 6 in the first, for the first column 0.17, 0.17 for the first row, this is first column and this is first row and 1 is in mean difference. You can search there in the anti-logarithmic table. This is what anti-logarithmic table. So 0.717 for the sixth column. 0.17 for the sixth column. It should be 1500. 1500. I think you have seen that. 1500. 0.17 here. For the fifth column, it is a 1500. What is mean difference value? 1. 1 for 1, there is no mean difference value, 0. So you can add 0. It means 1500 only. So what is the anti-logarithmic value? 1500 only. Now the thing is how to remove this characteristic value, characteristic position. So what is the characteristic? 1. You have to add for 1. So it means which position you have to place the decimal after 2 digits. 1, 2. So it is 15.00. What is the multiplication of 5 into 3? 15. I hope you understand what is the use of these logarithms. So logarithm is used just like a calculator. It is especially used only for multiplication and division. We are not going to use for addition and subtraction. So logarithm is a tool used to complicated multiplications and complicated divisions. In the earlier scientists were used only the logarithmic books for any calculations, especially divisions and multiplications. I hope you understood this concept, logarithms. So this helps for both first PUC, second PUC till at the end of your education. So this logarithmic concept will help you. Okay, thank you for watching this.